Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Suikoden. Last time we got to the end of the game. We infiltrated Gregminister, and then I told you we were going to do a castle tour. But first, before we get to that tour, I have a couple things I want to show you. And these couple things are just going back to the old area, which we haven't been to in a long time. If you recall, this is the Fortress of Quaba that used to be guarded by Imperials. Now it's being run by us since we took over Gregminister, or at least since we took over the gates of Gregminister. We haven't exactly attacked the castle yet. But I just kind of wanted to show you that this region has been liberated, sort of. And now we can go back to the old towns that we had been to before. And there's actually a few little... Oh, another thing I should mention is the enemies in this area are different now because we're at the end of the game. So that's another thing you should note. You'll probably also note what my party has Meg, Tengar, and Clive in it. Now, that only is because I'm about to use Clive and Meg for something specific right now. Tengar is actually going to be in my party for the rest of the game. I told you guys earlier, like when I recruited her, that she was one of the more useful characters in the game, and it's because of her magical power. I equipped the flowing rune on her, which is the stronger water rune, so she'll have all the best magical healing spells. And another person who's going to be in my final party will be Luke, who I put the cyclone rune on, so he can have his wind magic back. But anyways, the first town I wanted to revisit was Lennon Camp. The reason why? If you recall this house right here, there was somebody in this house that asked for somebody that we now know. Meg! You wildcat, leaving home without permission. Well, if it's Meg, and you're alright I see, say, who is this? What? Meg? It's not your husband, is it? Yeah, right. You wish. She wishes. Did you say leader of the Liberation Army? Indeed she did. Finally back. Oh no, I plan to see a lot more of this world and learn all there is to know. No use talking. Alright, goodbye. Okay. So I'm guessing this is like, maybe... Hope you find a husband, Meg. Meg, be careful. But anyways, that's just a small little scene that you can only see if you have Meg in your party and you return to Lennon Camp. Now, the next place I want to go back to is actually over here. To the Easter. To the Easter, huh? Yeah, I said the Easter. Another reason why I'm showing this trek over here is because I wanted to show you guys the new enemies in this area. Fight ninja masters and orcs, and there's a couple other new big-time enemies. I'll be using this area to make sure all my characters are high enough level to go to the end. Shit, I'll probably get there right now while I'm fighting these random battles. Although I'm not quite using the party I'm going to be using. But just know, all my characters are going to be in that levels, like high 50s, before you see them again in major battle. Well, as you could see, Flick, Victor, and main character Funky G are already hitting that level 60 area. There's a reason for that, we'll explain in a bit, and it has to do with which characters are going to be returning in Suikoden 2, but like I said, we'll get to that in a little bit. Our next town to revisit is Rockland. We have Clive in our party, correct? Yes. If we come over here and examine the gravestones, we're looking for a specific one. I'm not 100% sure which one it is, so I'm just going to check them all. Now, if you recall, one of these said something that kind of struck me. Clive, forgive me for not dying at your hands. And that is going to trigger a little cutscene with Clive. It's a trick. You're trying to deceive me again, woman. I swore I would find you and I'll never give up until I do, so I could kill you with my own hands. And remember that, what Clive said, because next time in Suikoden 2, he'll still be looking for this same woman. And it'll be a much bigger thing, but we'll get to that when we get to Suikoden 2. The other thing we can do here in Rockland is examine the well. If you examine the well... Oh. I thought examining the well brought up some sort of something. Maybe I'm tripping? Maybe I'm wrong. Am I wrong? I guess I could be wrong. Alright, well fine, I'm wrong. Never mind. That's all we can do here in Rockland. Alright. So the last little cutscene, these are all hidden scenes, by the way. They can only be done if you bring the right person to the right place. So Meg and Clive must be in your party when you go to do these two different things. The other one I want to do involves Flick, who conveniently is stuck in my party for the rest of the game anyways, but that's okay because he's going to unleash the next little cutscene that I want to show, which surprisingly lies in his home village of Warriors Village. Yes, Flick is from Warriors Village, if you didn't know. Now, I believe the house we want to go to here is... I think it's on the right. This is not the right. On the right side. I think it's this one. This guy? No? No, this isn't it. One of these houses will trigger something with Flick. I'm just trying to remember which one it is. Maybe it's the lower right house. I don't know. We could just check all the damn houses. It's not gonna hurt. It won't kill us to check them all. Maybe it's one of the item shops or something. I was supposed to get necklawed. Yeah, sure you were, bro. Sure you were. Let me see. Warriors Village, top right house. It's what my notes say. Maybe I can't do it. Maybe I fucked up. Well, let's just check both sides. I mean, unless I got my right and my left mixed up, but I'm pretty sure I don't. Let's just talk to everybody here. Huh. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I could have sworn there was a thing here in this town that only Flick could see. Maybe you can only see it earlier in the game, and I fucked up. It's possible that you can only see it when you first visit this village, which is very possible, like I said. That's okay. If I fucked up, I fucked up. Either way, it's just an extra little scene that has to do with Flick being recognized for being from this village. I'm not sure if it's his family, but it's definitely somebody he knows or that knows him. Anyways, that's all for extra little side thingies that I wanted to check out. Now we can do our final castle tour. So what I'm going well, we can just look around down here first since we're here. And I don't think anybody in my party hangs out down here. No, I don't think so. I don't think Clive hangs out down here. If he does, oh well. Anyways, this is where Vicky and Helion and Crowley are. Commandal, Juppo, Kryn. That's pretty much all that hangs out down here. You've seen all these guys except for maybe Crowley. Then again, you've probably seen Crowley down here because I always walk by here all the time anyways. Anyways, I was going to start at the top and work my way down like I did last time. Mostly because I want to empty out my party, except for Flick and Victor, obviously, who always hang out in the party. Now, the biggest thing I'm going to try to accomplish right now, while I'm here, is to... Oh, empty out my party. Yeah, okay, I was like, what am I doing? Empty out my party. Okay, just the 3 people that I can get rid of. Just so they're in the castle where they're supposed to be. But the biggest thing I want to do here is go through and talk to all the people... Oh, crap, wait, I just thought about... whatever, not a big deal. I was going to drop off all the items that I've been collecting for all the people in my castle. But the first thing I want to show you guys, since last episode we had a big revelation where Gremio got revived. Well, Gremio still hangs out right outside the young master's room. I just wanted to show that that's where he hangs out now that he has been revived. Otherwise, I don't think there's a whole lot new going on this floor. I mean, Hicks and Tango got their room, Pawn and Cleo got their room, Mathayu and Apple have their room. So, you know, we got a lot of doing it going on this floor. I don't know what Humphrey and Kroot's doing here, but Kroot's is probably the newest thing you see over here. Sanchez actually says a new line after he betrayed us a couple episodes ago. Told me to pretend that everything is normal. Yeah. Go ahead. Apologize all you want, bitch. Anyways. Alright. Actually, there's one more thing. That's right. We can go to the very top and show you the roof. See if anybody else hangs out up there. The ninjas hang out up here. Ruby hangs out up here. I think you guys already seen that. Pezmerja hangs out up here. Uber and I must finish our business. And Clive. He hangs out up here as well. Is that everybody else? Oh, Max and Sancho hang out up here as well. That's right. Those are my other newest characters that now you know where they hang out. Other than that, there's not going to be a whole lot more new I'm going to show. Like in terms of where the other characters hang out. Because there really isn't anywhere new that has appeared in the castle. But I can at least show you where all the characters hang out without bothering to talk to them. This floor is pretty much the same, but I do have some new books to give to Hugo, so let's do that real quick. And I should have all of the old books now. Okay, apparently I don't have them on the characters who I brought with me. Great. Fucking great. Do I really not have them? Damn it, I need to go get... Okay, who has them? I think... who was in my party a second ago? Tengar, Luke, and... Or no. Tengar must have it then, because I know I had it in my party a second ago. And it won't be a big deal, because Tengar hangs out with Hicks, so you already know where that is. Let's just put Tengar on there real quick. Come on, Tengar. Making this episode take longer than it needs to. That's alright. This episode can take as long as it needs to because it's just a castle tour. We're not going to do anything big time in this episode. Just a final exploration, just to kind of show you, wrap up everything that you can do here in the castle. So like I said, I think Tengar has all my old books. Indeed she does. So this should give me all the old books because I think there's a total of 8 in the game. And boom, our library is full. So which books have we not looked at? We've looked at that one. We've looked at that one. Strategy of War. I think, yeah, this one talks about just random stuff. Oh, this one basically tells you how to do the army battles with like a kind of cheap way using the ninja power. Basically, if you didn't already know how to do that, you could use the strategy I used because the book tells you about it. This one tells you about the Knights of the Dragon Den. It's probably the book I picked up in Joshua's room. I don't know. It's got a little bit of background on the Dragon Knights. Let's see. This is this is the one that has people I can recruit, right? Yeah, I think so. I think we've already dealt with that. Oh no. That's actually a different list of people, huh? It is. Yeah, this one's a different book. The other book has people too, but this one has like different people. This one has Mace, Tesla, Templeton, Gen. It's funny that it has all these people in it because you get this book later, and if you don't already have all these people, it's kind of weird because a lot of these people were early on in the game recruits, like Antonio and Sergey. Got Lester. And anybody else? Hugo, yeah. We wouldn't even be looking at this book if we didn't have Hugo. That's the funny part. Casios. Pretty much a pointless book by the time you get it. And this one we've already looked at, which has another set of characters. This one actually has all the different antiques in it and what the prices are. And the cool part is you can actually see what they all are. So even if I never get them all, you can at least see what they all look like if I never put them in the bathroom. So these are all the random items you can pick up. Most of the time when you pick them up, they'll be question mark pots, question mark antiques, whatever, and you just have to appraise them, and you'll find them. And there you go. These are just the different ones you can find in the game. All worth lots of money. And the last thing's about Calica. I think I've had that book for a while. So there's the library completed. If you want to read your 3 or 4 page books, go for it. Now the next thing we can now complete is talk to Ivanov, our painter over here. And now that we have all the paints, he should be able to finish the artwork. And it is complete. Isn't it awesome? I really do like this little artwork, and I've been tempted to use it as one of the outro artworks, but I wanted to keep it as like an unveiling for when I finished painting it, basically. But it's pretty much got all the main characters for this particular Suikoden game. I mean, you got Victor. I don't know why is that Cleo? I hope that's Cleo, because Camille would be pointless on the front. But anyways, you got Leknad and Gremio. Who else you got over there on the other side? I think you see Milich. Is that Kasumi or something? I can't even tell who some of these people are, to be quite honest. It's so, like, pixelated, it's hard to tell. But I see a dragon up there. Yeah, I see people in there mixed in. It's hard to really make them out, but it's a cool piece of art nonetheless. And thank you, Funky G. I'm beginning to understand. Thank you so much. It's not much of a token of gratitude, but will you take this? And for finishing the painting, we also get a prize of binoculars. Now, what the binoculars do, they actually do something, if you were wondering. They actually allow you to change your perspective, like camera perspective, in battle. Yes, they actually let you do that. But the only way to activate it is to plug in a second controller. And sadly, I don't have a second PS2 controller. I only have one. Otherwise, I would show it. But just take my word for it. If you want to know if you want to try it out, plug in another controller while you're in battle. Start pressing buttons. Watch the camera change. It's not that amazing, but it is kind of cool since the battle has a fixed camera for the whole game. Anyways, here's what our lineup of blacksmiths look like. It's kind of cool. If you talk to the white one, who is Mace, he can actually improve your weapons all the way to level 16 now, which is the highest level in the game. And as you can see, I've been hard at work. Everybody's already been hitting that level 16 mark on their weapons. At least everyone that I feel like using. These are the same people that have been hanging out on this floor before. Out here is pretty much all the same people that were out here before. A bunch of kobolds and elves and other random outcast people. There's our bath. There's our Mr. what's it called? Storage vault. And actually, one thing I want to pull out of here is the pieces. What do you call it? I don't even know what you want to call them. The rune pieces. There you go. Duh, that's what they are. And I'm running out of room already, but that's okay. Tengar can hold on to some of these. I'm gonna go ahead and use these, but I don't know. Did I explain this already of how you can multiply these items so you can have infinite amounts of them? I kind of explained it, didn't I? Well, the way it works, I guess I'll try to explain a little more in depth. Oh, and I did explain the item glitch as well, right? Where if you put an item in here that you have, like say you have 1 Mega Medicine left out of the 3, and you drop it off in here, then it will basically become, it'll reset so it has all 3 Mega Medicines again. I explained that already, right? That's just basically an item glitch. The other thing you can do is with these rune pieces, or any item for that matter, but it's especially usable for perishables. Actually, I think it only works with perishables, to be exact. I'm going to go ahead and use this on, like, Victor or something, I don't know, for fun. I really don't care who I use these on, because the end of this game really isn't a big deal. So I'm just going to use these now. But if you wanted to make sure that... Not make sure, what am I trying to say? If you wanted to reuse these items as many times as you want, the way you would go about doing that would be to use up your items that you wanted to use, then go die, and, well, make sure you save before you do this, though. Save it, then use all the items you wanted to use, so use up all your skill pieces, then take all those skill pieces, or not take all the skill pieces, then go and fight a battle and die, and once you die, you'll be asked if you want to give up or start again or whatever, and you just choose that you want to keep fighting. So you say, yeah, I want to keep fighting. And if you choose that option, your game will reset like normal, but if you go back into your menu, you will still have all your items, and all the effects of the items that you already used will still be there. Kind of a cool little glitch exploit you can do. I'm not going to show it off specifically because I've already... I don't know. I won't say I cheated my way through this game because I didn't cheat, but I've definitely broken this game enough already as it is. So just if you want to try it yourself, go for it. That's all I can really say about it. Anyways, this side of the castle's all the same. I believe the only things new are Warren hangs out up here with Kunto and Lepant. And also Taggart, who is Warren's little bitch, hangs out over here as well. And I believe the last thing we want to show off is, if you recall, the sound settings and the window settings. I've been dying to show what the different sounds and windows look like and the different sounds sound like. Out here is the Dragon Knights, by the way. At least Milia and Futch. Actually, I should note, Joshua does not come to your castle ever. He actually stays at his Dragon Knight fortress, even though he is an official member of your army. And there's Griffith hanging out there. Leon's in here, Sonia's in here, Kasim's in here. I like how they hang out right in front of the windows when you first walk in. It's kind of a little epic shot. Up here's all the same people that were here before, which includes Melody, our sound person, and Window, our window person. So let's go ahead and change our sounds and see what they all sound like. So, we've already tried the voice one, which was really annoying. Let's try the animal one, see what it sounds like. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Just a little. Let's try the wind one. That's kind of annoying too. Why are they all annoying? Wow. Talk about annoying sounds. Wow, the original one's the only one that's good. But there you go. There's all the sound effects. I should probably tell you how I got the last one, because I already had three of them from dungeons or something. But the last one, which is actually sound set 3, I forgot to mention, when I was in Shahzarad, the enemy Siren in Shahzarad dropped sound setting 3. So if you want that sound setting, you gotta fight there till Sirens drop it. The other one was a window setting, which only Sunshine Kings dropped in the Dragon's Den. And I already told you how to get that back then. I actually off-screen took the time to get it. It took me a while. But now I have all the different windows. I've been using the normal one this whole time, but here are the other ones. This is all the windows. In fact, I'll go ahead and change it to this one. I like that one. And I'll leave it as red. I like the red tinted background. Just for the fuck of it, might as well just see how the window thing works. So our menu has a slightly different outline around it. Big friggin' whoop, right? Cool, but definitely too little too late. Something that should just be an option early in the game, I know. And the next Suikoden has the same problem. We will be collecting window settings and sound settings in that game as well. But luckily you get the characters who use them more like halfway through the game instead of like 2/3 of the way through the game when you're almost done. I take that back a little bit. You actually get the window guy pretty late. But anyways, done on this floor though. This is our shop floor. We already know everybody that hangs out around here. And that's actually gonna wrap up our castle tour already. That was pretty quick, right? I did give everybody everything I needed to, right? I believe so. Well then, I don't think there is any more people hanging out front that I need to show off that are new. Still got our Walmart greeter out here. It's just Gen hanging out over here by himself, and I'm pretty sure the fishermen are still the same people in the fisherman house. In that case, I guess there's only one thing left to do, and that's to beat the game. Although, one thing like I was meaning to talk about before I got to the end. Suikoden 2. I'll just spoil it now. When you're playing this on an actual console, you can transfer your save from Suikoden 1 to Suikoden 2. Now, all it really carries over data-wise is a bunch of info. So, like, the name of my character, Funky G, will carry over. The name of my castle will carry over. And the other things that will carry over are all the characters who are returned in Suikoden 2. They will keep their weapon level, and they will keep, well, I won't say they'll keep their actual level, but what they do is, the higher level you have them in this game, the more increased level they will be in Suikoden 2 when you get them in that game. It won't actually make them, like, ridiculously high, but it'll make them stronger. Trust me on this. So, one thing you want to do before you go to the end of the game, if you're planning on playing Suikoden 2 and transferring your save, make sure you get every character that returns up to level 52 or higher, and max out their weapon level to 16. Everything else you can pretty much ignore. There's actually a couple equipment things I can talk about, but I'll talk about those in the next episode because they won't be relevant till then. So anyways, that's going to conclude this episode of Suikoden, and next time we're going to beat the game. By the way, at the end of this episode, I'll show you a list of all the characters that are going to be returning in Suikoden 2, just so you know who to level up. That way you're not just like, well, why didn't you tell me who? Anyways, see you guys next time. Peace.